Hi everybody, welcome to my first unboxing video. Today we'll be covering Dungeonology from Ludus Magnus Studio. Let's open up the box and see what's inside. Once you have the box opened, the first thing you'll see is the Dungeonology's rulebook. Underneath the rulebook, you'll find the bonfire area mat. On the mat itself, you'll notice that there are circles right here, and these circles have been punched out, so this is a dual layered mat. So when you put your students in each of these holes right here, they're not going to be sliding around. Also, the board itself has a finish that is almost like a linen finish. And then underneath that mat, you will see a board of tokens to punch out, as well as dials at the very top. Underneath this sheet of tokens is the insert itself. The insert does come with a cover. On the cover, it's kind of hard to see in this video, but there is the logo for Ludus Magnus Studio on top of it. The cover does snap on pretty tightly, so there is no real worry about any of the components sliding around in there if you're moving the box around. Once you take the cover off, you'll see that inside there is a handy dandy little cheat sheet that tells you the order of turns and other information that you might need to know about the game. And it is dual-sided. Right here you have the actual player boards themselves. Just like with the bonfire map before, it is dual layered, so right here there's a little cutout area for your characters, and then right here there is a little cutout area for your cubes to go in as well. You'll notice that each player mat is slightly different. This is the bag that comes with the game. Alright, so the screen print is pretty nicely done. There is a little bit of blue that does bleed a little bit into the owl section here, which is a little bit unfortunate, but otherwise the graphic looks wonderful. Right here you have your bag of students. Go ahead and pull one of these out for you to see. We'll see how in focus this gets. Okay, so there's one of the students there. And as you can tell, the details are pretty good on here. I'm probably going to wind up painting these students. To me, they look a little bit like the minions. So they're probably going to wind up being yellowish for the most part. And then I'm probably just going to paint so that their clothing is the appropriate color. So these will probably wind up being yellow as well. And then the red students will probably have red clothing on. Also in the box are the acrylic cubes. Once again, these cubes will be placed inside these mats right here in these recessed areas as the game progresses. Here are the tiles you'll be using to make up your map. I do appreciate that they are punched out for you so that you don't have to worry about doing that yourself. Generally speaking, when you punch out the boards yourselves, you'll notice that there are frayed edges, which makes it a little bit harder to line them up so that they're exactly next to each other. Underneath the tiles are the character cards. This one happens to be for, I believe, Drunk Ludus, who is one of the bosses in the game. And there's more cards here. I don't know if it's coming across in this video or not, but there is plenty of room in the slots for the cards, so if you do sleeve your cards, there should be plenty of room in there for you to do so. At the very top, obviously, are the miniatures themselves. This happens to be the one for Ludus. See if I can get this zoomed in and focused. Alright, so as you can tell, there's great detail in the sculpt itself. And here's the next miniature. Once again, plenty of detail in there. You'll notice underneath each of these miniatures is the Ludus Magnus symbol right there. And the final miniature. And the miniatures do sit in there quite nice. They're not going to be moving around too much. There's not too much of a pull on them either, so you can easily pull them out and put them back in without worrying about scraping the paint too much on there. And that pretty much ends the unboxing for this time. Please leave any comments that you may have, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Definitely feel free to reach out and ask me any questions that you have. And once again, hopefully I'll see you next time.